Oh my god. I finally did it. I finally beat Elden Ring. I'm so good at this game. It would be quite unfortunate if someone didn't beat this game and is a soy-filled little pussy and quit at Limgrave and made a god-awful fucking take and ended up ruining his entire internet career. Howdy boyos. It's me. I'm back from the dead. Alright, so yeah, probably know already, maybe not, I don't know. I'm doing this entirely off the cuff, pretty much. I was gonna write a whole ass fucking script and probably say it word for word, but the more I write, the more I'm like, this really doesn't matter. It's gonna be a 10-minute fucking video or some shit of me just shitting on this fucking guy. That's it. It doesn't need, I don't need to overcomplicate it, right? Quantum TV, a man-child on the internet. Wouldn't be the first time. So essentially what this guy is, whole channel talking about TVs, and no, not TV media, not like something actually interesting, right? Like he obviously talks about the most boring shit ever, like a fucking like actual like, oh, this TV has 1240 pixels and it's like, it's not that great, it's not that better than the PSX 42649, right? Like boring geek nerd shit. All right, I'm a big fucking homo. I don't got no fucking times to talk about fucking TVs. That shit's fucking boring. So of course, if you dedicate your entire fucking existence to talking about pixels on a fucking screen, right, and I mean that in a very literal sense, you could be a fucking crazy fucking maniac sometimes. And this guy decided, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna make the most awful fucking take. I'm gonna post the most awful fucking take on the internet, send that shit into orbit, and just, you know, let people have at it, you know, or as his little channel tagline is like, oh, the number one in honesty, right? Like, well, oh my god, I ramble way too fucking much. I'll jump from like thing to thing to thing to thing to thing when I'm like practicing my ranting, like editing kind of voice or like content. I'm trying not to fucking do that. trying to be semi-coherent at least. The video he posted, that is the subject of the matter that started this whole thing, was a very garbage ass fucking Elden Ring video. And I could go in his video and I could talk about every single point that he made and why he's wrong, but god damn it, if you played the fucking game and you got at least past Limgrave, you have more experience with this game than he has, right? Needless to say, this guy literally got stuck at fucking Limgrave and said, I'm gonna go make an entire fucking review on this video game. What could possibly go wrong, right? Like that's like playing Super Mario Brothers and getting stuck on the first level and being like, time to write a review. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, there was no attempt made at getting past the fucking tutorial, all right? This fucking guy spent like 2 hours trying to get past Soldier of Godric, all right? Like, let's be honest. God, I want, listen, I'm a fucking giant Souls simp, and if he ever sees this video, he's gonna be like, oh, of course the Souls fan doesn't like me. It's like, well, you know, I was kind of open to hearing your dog shit opinion until you told me to kill myself because I like playing hard video games, so, you know, fuck. I really should have fucking written down what the fuck he said, because now the people watching this video who aren't in the loop aren't gonna fucking know. So I have to try my hardest to actually explain what the fuck he said. Okay, so one of his criticisms is just, this game is a whole lot of dying, right? And it's like, dumb cunt, you're playing a Dark Souls game. Yeah, of course, fucking course, right? Dark Souls, the whole Souls formula is essentially, it's a puzzle game, right? It's a puzzle rhythm game, all right? Once you have that mindset, it's like, okay, I could probably beat this game now, right? People go into this and they're thinking it's like, oh, it's like every other ARPG, right? All I have to do is just wing it and I'll be perfectly fine. Haha, her, teehee, innocent me, right? Like, no, stupid ass, right? You're gonna run inside that fucking room and you're gonna see that fucking item in the middle of the floor and you're gonna be like, oh, for me? Too kind. That's too kind, game. Thank you, game. And you're gonna run in there and you're gonna get jumped, right? And you're gonna be like, what the fuck, right? I'm dead now. Because the game punishes you for being greedy, okay? So don't be greedy. If you see a fucking item in the middle of the floor, it's probably a trap, right? The game does this several fucking times, and I get the feeling he's the kind of dumbass to see that every fucking time, and he's like, oh, a piece of candy, oh, a piece of candy, and he picks it up, and he gets fucking jumped, right? And he gets ganked, and he dies, and he's like, fuck this game, I hate this game. It's like, it's punishing you for being stupid, all right? Jesus fucking Christ. It's a puzzle, all right? It teaches you, right? It teaches you, right? This game, the great thing about Souls games is you do not need to play them in order. I started with 3. 3 is the fucking easiest out of all of them, right? But the second easiest is fucking Elden Ring, okay? And I've played all the fucking Souls games. Elden Ring is the second fucking easiest. You want to know the fucking hardest? That's Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2 is actually just bullshit, all right? It actually objectively just has really fucking bad mechanics. Like, oh my god. But if you can look past that, it's a pretty great game. If you want my honest opinion, that's it. Dark Souls 3, easiest. Second easiest, Elden Ring. Alright? I played both of them. Look, I like challenging games. I like challenging games, okay? That's all I can say. And I grew to like challenging games pretty early. I didn't start playing like genuinely hard games until I was like, I don't know, like I want to say like 16 or some shit. Like I stuck with Super Mario Brothers and like Metroid and like Kirby games and like fucking baby games, dude. Like games that didn't really pose any fucking difficulty. Games where the maximum times I would die is probably like fucking 10, right? Like game like that's just the way it is, right? But something tells me that this guy has never in his entire fucking life has been ever like introduced into like a difficult game. This guy literally played Kirby's Epic Yarn for his entire fucking life, and then he picks up this fucking game and is like, this game is bullshit, it's hard, it's bullying me. It's like, because it's not babying you, okay? People have massive respect for games like Dark Souls, despite how punishing it is, right? Because it doesn't treat you like you're a fucking petulant child, right? You have to be smart, okay? You have to be clever, you have to be witty, and if you can't, then get good, get better. If you are hitting a roadblock and it's like, this boss is really kicking my ass, study his fucking moves, study his behavior, right? Like, it's a puzzle, right? Every boss has a behavior that they tend to do, right? Like, a new thing that I kind of noticed that they did that wasn't in any other game, any other of their games, that threw me the fuck off, and it still kind of throws me off when I come back and play it, is that some enemies and bosses will, like, if you are low like if you are at any amount of health, it doesn't fucking matter. As soon as you hit square, or as soon as you hit the use button and chug your healing item, they will fucking charge you. So a good idea is to like get your fucking distance or bait an attack out and then use their cooldown on the attack, or the time it takes for them to reach you, to fucking chug so they don't fucking smack you out of it, right? I feel like I feel like this guy had that happen to him and he'd be like, that's bullshit, they're not allowed to heal, they're not allowed to hit me when I'm healing. And he's such a baby, he's such a fucking baby. Like, I don't know how else to fucking say it, right? And I would tell you, oh, just go watch his video and see for yourself. You can't. He took it down. And he took down a lot of other fucking videos that arose out of this little catastrophe, this little tiff, this little fucking fit that he fucking had. I don't know if anybody's archived it. I honestly don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit to go back and fucking watch and like study it. It's like, I'm not giving you the fucking view. You can suck my fucking... This one doesn't have a flip off. Suck my dick. Suck... There. Fuck you. I'm not giving you a view. You could suck my nads. Oh yeah, one of his other tendencies, he did this in his second video, I think. I've only seen Ackman's video. If you want an actual coherent, thought-provoking, intellectually stimulating video about this topic, go watch Ackman's 2 fucking videos on it. All right, it's the worst Elden Ring takes and like the copyright thing, right? Like this guy, one of his insults that I really want to shit on him for because I think it's funny. He flaunts his marriage. Like, I think he did that like a couple times. Like, this is why you don't have a ring on your finger, right? And I just get the feeling, right? This video is gonna be a whole lot about talking about feelings, right? Like little hunches that I have, right? I don't mean to psychoanalyze people. I try not to do it, but like God, I can't help but fucking do it. This is the only woman in the entire universe that would ever tolerate such a petulant person like him, right? Then again, some women are into bottoms. That's fine. I don't judge. Like, I don't get the point of like flaunting your marriage like that. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, oh haha, I'm married. Like, oh, congratulations, you found the one fucking person in the universe to tolerate your bitch ass. Like, wow, congratulations. It leads me to believe that he's the kind of person who got picked on in fucking high school and didn't really know how to cope with that other than like huffing his own farts and being like, these guys don't know I'm an intellectual, right? He's one of those fucking people, right? Where it's like, I'm an intellectual, I'm smarter than you. Listen, people who are actually smart don't need to say I'm smarter than you, okay? People who say I'm smarter than you, that's a cope. You're fucking coping. Stop coping. Like, no the fuck you're not. If you're actually smart, please demonstrate it because I've yet to fucking see it. This guy literally picks up a fucking game that is hard as fuck, and then he jumps in the deep end, acts like a fucking dumbass, right? Gets himself killed constantly, and be like, well, that's the game's fault. Like, that's like going to a pool, not knowing how to swim, jumping in the deep end, drowning, and then blaming the pool. Like, okay, sure, yeah. That's totally the pool's fault. It's not your fucking dumbass fault for rushing in there like a stupid fuck, right? With no plan, no sort of just I'll just bang my head against the wall until something happens. Another thing that I noticed is that people who have like high egos like that, who think so highly of themselves, tend to be the most fucking stupid. I mean, am I wrong? Look at the most egotistical people on the fucking planet. Like, a great example is Donald Trump, all right? Listen. Controversial. He's a controversial figure, right? But you know, he's anybody like him or hate him, anybody, you can't deny it. He's a fucking egotistical person, right? And he says a lot of shit that he shouldn't fucking say, right? This is objective fact. My dad, Trump supporter, he even says that shit. He's like, sometimes I wish Trump would just shut the fuck up. Like, just shut up, dude. Says so stupid shit, right? It's a great fucking example, right? Egotistical, thinks so highly of himself. Dumb as shit, right? Doesn't know when to shut the fuck up, right? It's like, because people who have that high ego, they feel like I could just talk about literally anything. I don't need to actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. I could just say it, and it's just I just know what I'm talking about, right? Like, as long as I think I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm talking about, okay? I don't actually need to know what I'm talking about, right? It's one of those fucking mental gymnastics, right? Because I mean, he self-admitted, said, I've never played a Souls game ever, right? Which, I mean, you have to start somewhere, right? I'm not gonna go off and say, oh, you should have played any other Dark Souls. Is like, they're all kind of the same. They're all really ass kickers, right? But before I played Dark Souls 3, before I got into Dark Souls 3, I made sure to play other lightly difficult games. Like, before Dark Souls 3, I played this game called Hyper Light Drifter, which is, it's not a Souls-like, but it has that same kind of punishing kind of style, where it's like, you have to know the best way to approach a situation. Like you get yourself in trouble, you die, learn from it, right? That's generally the same thing. Hyper Light Drifter is pretty similar in that aspect. It's not super, it doesn't have leveling. You're not leveling, right? You're just finding material and getting upgrades for your weapons and shit. That's you're not like collecting souls, or if you die, you don't lose. You don't have to run back and get your souls or anything like that. Like it doesn't have that fucking aspect, but it does have the aspect of like, you know, decently challenging enemies, decently challenging bosses, right? I played that and I'm like, okay, I could get a hold of this. I trust myself to play Dark Souls 3, right? You kind of have to mentally prepare yourself to play a fucking game like that, right? You can't just like, it's like you can't just like go to little Timmy, right? 6 years old, playing Minecraft, right? He's like, here, Timmy, I got you fucking Elden Ring. Have fun with that. Like, no, it's not gonna work. He's not gonna have fun, right? He's not gonna have the smarts. He's not gonna have the know-how. He doesn't have the experience playing difficult, challenging games like that, right? His experience with games is games holding his fucking hand. These games don't hold your hand. Like I said before, they do not hold your hand. Don't play these games thinking they're gonna hold your hand. They're not gonna. They're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna set up situations for you to fall on your face, and they're gonna laugh at you. You're gonna feel like such a fucking idiot for following such a simple trick, right? There's things to like about this game, right? You have to have some humility, right? That's honestly probably the key to enjoying something like Elden Ring is have some humility, right? Have some fucking humility. You're not God. You're not invincible. You're not that. The game makes that very fucking clear to you at the start. When you first start the game, you walk out the door and it's like, here's how you walk. Haha, here's how you walk. Here's how you attack. Oh, isn't that fun? Now go fight this boss that's gonna kill you in 2 hits. Right? And then you die. You're meant to die. That's the game telling you we're not gonna hold your fucking hand, right? And then from then you go to like Soldier of Godric, much easier fucking fight, much more relaxed, right? Kind of a odd choice for a Souls game to like have such an easy like tutorial boss and an optional tutorial, because you could just run past that shit, go right out to fucking Limgrave without going through the tutorial, right? Which that's probably what he did. He probably didn't go to the tutorial and he was like, how do I lock on? I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, look up a guide, dude. Seriously. Or use bleeding weapons. There you fucking go. He says Elden Ring doesn't have any easy difficulty. Yes, the fuck it does. It's called Bleed. Dumb fuck. Use Bleed. That shit's overpowered as fuck. Like, that's the interesting thing about Elden Ring, honestly, is that, yeah, there's no difficulty, or just not even Elden Ring, just Dark Souls in general, right? Soulsborne, Bloodborne's the same way. There is an easy mode. You just have to find it, right? Everyone has the unique one. For Elden Ring, it's Bleed. From my perspective, I fucking hate rhythm games. I want to die whenever I'm playing it. I played the shit out of Geometry Dash. Out of my friend group, I think we remember the days when Geometry Dash was like a big thing and everyone was playing it, right? I managed to get very far in my friend group with that game, right? Like, I remember so many people were stuck on Can't Let Go, and I managed to beat it, and I think I impressed a couple friends. I was like, look, I could beat this fucking level, right? And then meanwhile, you go to the fucking rest of the game and it's just like, yeah, demon levels, you have to have frame perfect taps, you have to have like absolute perfect cruise control and the fucking shit, and it's just like, fuck this bullshit. Oh my god, I hate rhythm games. But you know what? I'm not gonna say they're shit. I'm not gonna say they're dog shit because it's just not my game. It's just not my type of game, right? I like more action orientated games. I don't like games where it's just like you have to tap the thing in these specific sequences or you'll die and you have to restart, right? Like I'm not a fan of that. That's like very boring to me, right? I'm not gonna play rhythm games like that, right? I'm not gonna go and play Osu and be like, Osu's a dog shit game because like how am I supposed to know in advance where to fucking put my mouse and how many times I'm supposed to tap it? How the fuck am I supposed to? It's like because you're supposed to fail, right? You're supposed to figure out the exact rhythm that the game wants you to fucking do it at, and then you do it and you're like, oh, I got perfect, right? It's like or Guitar Hero. I don't find entertainment in something like Guitar Hero, right? Those games really fucking bore me, but they're just not games for me, dude. Like I don't find them entertaining. I'm not gonna go play the first level of Guitar Hero, completely fucking fail at it, and then hop on my fucking soapbox and fucking record myself making a review saying I fucking hate Guitar Hero, and if you're a Guitar Hero fan, you should kill yourself. He fucking said that shit. He said that shit because when people, when he probably jumped on fucking Reddit and said I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do blah blah blah, started fucking complaining and shit, and people were just here's how the Souls community is. It's 50-50. You have genuine people who are just like, keep doing it, king, you got this, king, and then you got the fucking people who do nothing but invade and say, ha, keep good, you fucking loser, right? And I feel like he hyper focused on all that shit and said, yeah, that's the entire Souls community. It's like, no, the fuck it's not. Most of the Souls community are like, they are those Sigma chads that are just like, you got this, king, don't give up, skeleton. Like you see all kinds of messages like that throughout the game where it's like, you know, this boss is hard, but you got this, king, you got this, you could do this. Like he focuses so much on the negativity and he lets it consume him, and he painted the entire Souls community as like, oh, these no life losers who have no friends, no family, blah blah blah. And it's like, you're literally just coping because you can't beat this game, right? Like, we didn't do anything, it's not our fault you're stupid. Like, and that's, I'm not even saying that as like a, like, no, you're just genuinely stupid. Like I don't, it sounds insulting and condescending, but it's fucking true. If you're running in there like a fucking idiot, getting yourself killed over and over, what do you fucking call that? That's not something a fucking smart person would do. And then, oh my god, the best comment of them all. He said, if a game isn't made for everyone, it shouldn't be made at all. So you know what that means. Video games can't exist anymore because armless people can't fucking play them. Like, or I'm sorry, they could probably play on the fucking Wii Fit board or some fucking shit, right? But other than that, fuck you, right? No more Call of Duty, no more Battlefield, no more TF2, no more anything, right? Go fuck yourself, right? Like, that's such an insanely unintelligent, let's say, thing to say, right?
If it's not made for everyone, it shouldn't be made at all.
You could use that same argument for movies. Like, oh, you're not appealing to every single fucking individual in the universe? Shouldn't make your movie then, right? Like, when people are making movies, I don't even want to waste my breath. He fucking knows that shit's not true. He's just coping, bro. It's just a cope. At the end of the fucking day, all the stupid shit that he's fucking saying is a cope. It's a fucking cope, right? He's just mad. He's just mad that he can't beat the game. The game beat him. That's what happened, right? The game beat him and he's coping. Let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, the flagging, right? After he released his video, someone decided to make fun of him. Cardinal sin. Don't ever do that on the internet. I don't do that on the internet. I don't make fun of people. You should not. If you tweet something fucking stupid and something ill-informed, and quite frankly, there's a word I can't say. I'm trying not to say it. I'm trying to be better, okay? I know I shouldn't fucking say it. If you tweet that out and you get a lot of people shitting on you, you're the victim, okay? if I jump on my Twitter and I say I'm not racist, right? But and then I get a bunch of people shitting on me, right? Like I'm the real victim, okay? I'm the real victim in this situation. Anyways, yeah, after his dog shit take, a kid by the name of Misfits or Misfit, was it Misfit? Misfit. Oh, I almost care to look it up, but I really don't. Mischief. It's Mischief. That's what it is. I have a good memory. I have a good memory. I literally watched the video like an hour ago. Mischief made a fucking video, 16 or like 17 years old. He was like, look at this dog shit Elden Ring take. Let's all laugh at him, right? He didn't take that too kindly and did the age old, the classic false flag. Did the classic false flag. Absolute timeless classic, right? Whenever you're a little rage pig and you're a little cranky, whiny fucking baby, right? And you say a lot of stupid shit on the internet and people laugh at you, you could just whip out that DMCA, boy, and shut them the fuck up real fucking quick, right? Literally using his power to bully a little kid and to stop talking about him and his dog shit take. He's a crybaby. He's a crybaby, essentially. Cause, and I say that even though it might seem like, oh, everyone's bullying him now. It's like, well, you have to understand, he literally told an entire community to fucking kill themselves, and there were a bunch of fucking losers, like unprovoked. Like, what'd you think was gonna happen, dude? You think we were gonna be like, oh wow, what a reasonable individual, I love this guy? Like, oh my god, it must be so crippling being that stupid. Fuck it, let's talk about the homophobia. We fucking love it here. Homophobia, I love homophobia. It's so fun. Yeah, apparently people were digging through his old Twitter that got suspended because, you know, he's just an honest person, right? He's just number one in honesty, right? He doesn't hate anybody. He's not racist. He's not homophobic, right? He's not transphobic. He's just honest, guys. He's just honest, right? He loves gay people so much. He doesn't want to hide them from the truth, and that's just, they're gonna burn in hell and they're gross and icky and they should die. He loves them so much he just needs to tell them that, right? He had like he responded to a tweet of this lesbian couple kissing in a fucking church, which, you know, that's provocative, right? But apparently to him it's deserving of death. And he said, if only you were a Pulse victim or some fucking shit, right? Pulse nightclub shooting happened here in my home state, Florida. Oh, I'm so proud to be in this fucking state. Crazy maniac went into a gay bar and killed 42 fucking people. Yeah, that's obviously what any rational fucking human being would do, right? And an even more rational person would go on Twitter and say to people who are simply just, you know, being very, very lukewarm levels of provocativeness, saying, I wish that guy would have shot and killed you and ended your life, and your entire family would have been really sad and upset and depressed about having you being murdered by a crazy fucking gunman, right? That's what honest, intellectually stimulating people do. I don't know why. He literally sits there. He, right after Actman uploaded that copyright video, right after he jumps on his fucking YouTube channel and he uploads this quick fucking video. It's like, everyone's bullying and harassing me, everyone's giving me shit, I don't know why. It's like, because you're like telling people to kill themselves, you're calling them fucking losers and shit, you're being a bozo, El Bozo ratio, right? You're like, it doesn't fucking make any sense. Like, when I said it's like jumping in the fucking pool, not knowing how to swim, drowning, and then blaming the pool, like, that's literally what it is. This guy touches the hot stove, gets fucking burnt, and be's like, fuck you, stove, you're a fucking asshole, like, you're the dumb cunt who touched it, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But yeah, he said that people found out, and his excuse was like, I got hacked. I got hacked. He didn't show any proof, but he got hacked, guys, totally. Oh my god. I fucking just listen, all right? Real talk. I don't like homophobes, all right? I don't like them, honestly. Fuck them, right? But I have the bare minimum of respect for the ones that are just like, I don't have any actual reason. I don't have a good reason as to why I hate gay people. I just do. Fuck you, right? Like, thank you for not wasting your fucking breath and wasting everyone else's fucking time making a Bible worth of excuses, if you will, right? On why you feel the way you feel about gay people, because I see like debates and stuff like that. I watched like Hunter Avallone debate like Christians and shit, and they would go through they have so many excuses as to why they hate gay people, but when it really gets down to it, it's just like those. It's what they are. They're excuses. They're not justified or valid. It's just like, oh, gay people can't reproduce. It's like, yes, they can. There's artificial insemination. Well, that's not how God planned it. It's like, okay, what about straight couples who are struggling to have a child, right? Can they artificially inseminate? And it's like, well, yeah, then okay, your problem isn't they can't have children, okay? Because gay people can't have fucking children. Artificial insemination, right? And even if you say and sometimes they'll say artificial insemination is the bastardization. It's not how God intended. Blah blah blah. It's like, okay, but what about adoption, right? Like they could adopt kids, and it's just like, well, no, because like they might rape them, and it's like, okay, do you have any statistics as to suggest that? Like, because there have been studies on gay couples, right, and gay families, and they've studied, you know, the way they raise kids, and it's like, do you have anything to back that up? It's like, well, no, I just have a hunch. It's like, okay, you go down the line. There's no fucking, and they just waste your fucking time. Just literally say you hate gay people. Just fucking say you hate gay people. Stop wasting everyone's time. Stop wasting everyone's breath coming up with all these fucking, well, because God said so. It's like, no, because you find it icky, all right? And you're a fucking caveman, right? And anything that you don't agree with, you want to smash with a rock, okay? Like, like, let's just be fucking honest, right? God damn. People fucking suck. Like, stop being such a fucking pussy, right? Own up to it. Like, I'm trying to think of a radical opinion of mine, right? I'm trying to think of radical opinions of mine that might give me some heat. I will absolutely fucking say it right now if I can't. I want to say it. I'm gonna say it. Otherkin, that shit's fucking stupid as fuck, right? I think that stuff's dumb as shit. I don't believe. Listen, as someone who is like probably like fucking 10 or 20% Native American, according to my grandma or some shit. I don't believe in that fucking bullshit. That's the people who do that shit or do it for attention, honestly. And if you met me in real life, I would say that shit to your fucking face. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm the kind of person. I'm not gonna say anything I wouldn't say to someone's face. I'm not gonna do that, right? I almost got killed for doing that, all right? And I love that moment of my life so fucking much, because that proves to me that I am not a fucking pussy, right? That proves to me that abso-fucking-lutely I am that fucking person, all right? And if you want to know the specific circumstance, all right, because
I'm a storytime YouTuber.
I know she's watching. All right. I know she's fucking watching. She's not. No. Okay. So basically, I used to date this girl. All right. I know, right? That's surprising. Wow. I thought like it's like a different fucking time. I'm lagging really hard. I don't know if that picked up anything. But yeah, I was dating this girl, right? And her dad was being a fucking little baby, a little fucking man-child, right? And he was making assumptions about us, and I said, that's not fair to you. That's not fair for you to make assumptions. It's not fair to you to judge us like that. Like, as a Christian, that's kind of fuck. What did I say? I said because he's a Christian, right? And I said, like, who are you to judge me for that fucking like for something you don't know that I fucking did or not? You don't have any fucking proof of whether we did that thing or not, right? and he kind of just went off and just like said, oh, I'm gonna show up, like, because we were at his grandma's house or some fucking shit. And he says, oh, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna say, like, we can hash this out. I'm like, okay, fucking do it. And he shows up, and then we start like fucking going back and forth, right? And I said the fucking shit I said in the text to his fucking face as straight as I fucking can, just like, you act like a fucking little baby. Like, I didn't say that exactly. It's been a while, all right? I don't know. I don't remember the exact fucking words exchanged, but I 100% made him fucking angry enough to threaten my life. So, fuck yeah, dude. I fucking absolutely love that moment. And I would do it again. But yeah, I'm that kind of person where if I'm gonna say some shit, you best fucking believe I'm gonna fucking say it to your face. Otherwise, there's no fucking point in saying it. Right? And this is the kind of fucking coward, the guy that we're talking about for the video, right? To say the most shit possible about another human being, but as soon as he gets any amount of backlash for it, he fucking wipes the video off, right? And it's just like pretends like it never fucking happened, right? Apparently, he had a video talking about Review Tech USA. I don't know who the fuck that guy is, but I'm assuming he's Review Tech USA. He reviews tech within the United States. And because Quantum is a part of the tech community or some fucking shit, and I think this was after the whole Elden Ring shit, and Review Tech was talking about the whole like the false DMCA shit, and Ackman was very vague in his video. I was going to watch that video that Quantum made about Review Tech. I was going to watch it, but he deleted it right after Ackman's video showing that video. So apparently he made a very hefty accusation and he levied it at Review Tech USA. And there was absolutely unfounded. It was just made the fuck up because he's a coping little fucking baby loser, right? My guess is he accused him of being a fucking child rapist or some shit. Right? That's my fucking guess, because that's usually the go-to for these like fucking conservative people. I said it. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's what it is, bro. Like, they always go to that shit, and honestly, at the end of the day, 90% of the time, they're projecting, right? So all I'm saying, Quantum should probably have his hard drive scanned. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, another one of his tweets was like, the world would be better off without LGBT people and stuff like that. And I tend to find that people who are like that, who are just so flippantly malicious, are some of the most pathetic people ever. And I don't mean that condescendingly or like insulting. I mean like actually pathetic. Like they've experienced some kind of trauma in their lives that's just absolutely destroyed them, and they just can't handle certain things in life anymore, right? Like it's just like time and time again, when I talk with like homophobic people on VR chat, one of my favorite questions to ask them is, what have you done with your life that warrants this action, right? Because they think so highly of themselves. They think they are better than LGBT people, right? So I like to ask their question and get their mind jogging. What have you done with your fucking life that warrants that amount of ego that you fucking have? And they can never give me a fucking answer. They can never fucking do it. And another question I tend to also ask is, when was the last time a friend genuinely went out of their way to do something for you, right? Where they've expended a good amount of energy, time, and resources into helping you with this thing, and they expected nothing in return. When was the last time that shit happened? I don't ever get an answer for that either. They are literally baffled. I'm not being hyperbolic. These people are literally just speechless. They don't know how to answer it, and that leads me to believe you've never had real fucking friends in your entire fucking life, dude, right? You don't have any real fucking friends. You don't know what the fuck you want to do with your fucking life. You have absolutely like no sort. You've done nothing spectacular, right? You've done nothing to give back to your fucking community. You've done nothing to give back to your community, right? For me, I was volunteering since I was like fucking like 16 years old, and I have over 100 hours of volunteering, right? That is something I'm very fucking proud of, right? That is something I'm very proud of doing, right? I went way over, because I think for colleges you only did like 24 hours. I have over 100 hours of volunteering, and I helped mentally ill people and disabled people ride horses and stuff like that for therapy and stuff like that. And I'm proud to have done that, to have given to back to my community in that sort of way, in a meaningful fucking way. These people, they've done nothing. They've done fucking nothing. What has this quantum guy fucking done? Right?
Oh, one time I sold this guy like a really expensive TV, and he thanked me, and I felt like really important for once in my life. Like,
this guy seems like he absolutely revels in toxicity and negativity, and he's just a complete fucking drag to be around, right? Just constant, never-ending, like, just drowning in negativity. Like, he doesn't surround himself at all with any sort of positive energy, right? And I think his wife just like puts up with it. She's just like, yeah, honey, yeah, you're right, yeah, you're totally epically poning act man, right? Yeah, totally. It's a sad circumstance that he's put himself into that position, but that's what it is. And I will still shit on him for it, because you're being a terrible fucking human being. There's no fucking excuse, right? There's no excuse to be bad to other people just because you're down bad. But yeah, there's no excuse to be so negative, so hateful to other people who did fucking nothing to you, right? There's no reason for that. People who do that, you're not a fucking happy person. I don't see many people that are actually happy with their lives and happy with what they've done, right? I don't see them achieving like big things. Like, even someone like, let's say like Nick Fuentes, who's absolutely a fucking loser, right? Like, what has this fucking guy done? Like, this fucking, he's a fucking Nazi. He's basically a fucking Nazi. Not even basically, just literally just like a neo-Nazi, right? What the fuck has this guy fucking done with his life other than perpetuate hate towards other groups of people and profited off of it, right? Nick, you haven't actually given back to your community. I'm genuinely curious how many volunteering hours Nick has, or what sort of charity event that he went to help people, right? He hasn't done that, right? At least Ralph. Right? At least Ralph, which is another like white supremacist person, at least he tried to like give money to kids with cancer and shit like that. At least he tried to do that. At least he tried to give back to the community in some sort of way, right? But like, not many of these people have done anything actually good in their fucking lives, and it's just, all of it is really sad and pathetic. Anyways, that's probably going to be the end of the video. Next video, I really want next video to be of me in VR chat talking to a troll or a homophobe or something like that. I feel like that would make some pretty high quality blood sports level of content. Like, it might sound like I'm a hypocrite, honestly, like, but I value myself in maintaining balance, right? Someone said what I do is like being an equalizer, right? I'm trying to make everything normal again, right? In the room. If someone jumps in and starts harassing other people, you best fucking believe I'm going to try and fucking bully you. All right, I'm going to go out of my fucking way to drag your attention from harassing other people onto me so I could fucking, bully the fuck out of you, right? Like, that's what I do. Because I want other people to be happy. I don't want sour sacks of shit trying to ruin everyone else's fun time because they're miserable with their life. Like, but anyways, that's probably going to be the next video, probably, or talking about how I, became a femboy. Wow. Like, I think that would be like an interesting story, because it involves basically going from an incel borderline Nazi to like a fucking fucking femboy, right? I don't know. It sounds like an interesting story. Like, how the fuck do you go from like this incel almost Nazi to like you're a femboy kind of lefty person, right? And you're drowning in bitches now, right? But anyways, that's the end. I'm a like and do the thing, right? You know, because you gotta show support, right? You gotta show support for the cat boys, right? The cat boy army needs to rise. Okay, we need to sexually confuse Nick Fuentes and stop him from perpetuating fucking stupid bullshit, right? All right, we need to confuse him. We need to take over these incel Nazis, right? We need to take over them, and we need to fucking reclaim our fucking land, right? Our territory on the internet, and claim theirs as ours. All right, and I can't do that without your support. All right, so do the thing, spread the word.